Okay, good morning sa inyong lahat. And wish you 2021 a happy new year to everyone. So I hope everybody's okay. And eto na naman tayo sa ating panibagong quarters, the second quarter ng ating mathematics. And I hope yung mga previous lessons natin ay may-mayan ninyo na babalik-balikan. Ang reason why I always remind you to recall the study is for you not to left behind or to get confused on the next topic. Gaya na sinabi ko, since this is ladderized, so ibig sabihin, kailangan ng skills ng bawat isa. So I hope everyone is, kahit paano, naiintindihan pa kahit dumaan na yung mahabang pakasyon. So without further ado, let's start with our new lesson for today. So our new lesson for today is the graph of polynomial equation. So bakit ko sinabing part 1? It's because hindi siya kayang i-set ng video ng isahan lang. Okay? So part 1 muna tayo. So pag sinabi natin graph, expect na you guys should know how to graph a polynomial equation. Okay? So babalikan natin yung ating grade 9 or grade 8 na topic. So kailangan at the end of this lesson is you know how to graph in your own. Okay? So by the way, I'm Sir Mark Moica as your teacher for today and hopefully na marami kayo maintindihan sa ating lesson plan for today. Alright, shall we begin? So let's have first the objectives na kung ano yung dapat natin i-tackle. First one is to illustrate polynomial function. Well, to illustrate polynomial function, this is actually a recall or a review. I guess in part ng lesson vlog natin sa zeros ay ito ay na akin na i-discuss or the polynomial function or polynomial equations. Ano? Okay, so i-illustrate lang natin yan. And also, we will have to understand and describe and interpret the graphs of polynomial functions. And the last is how to solve problems involving polynomial functions. So I hope you are ready. So let's proceed now with our topic for today. So let's first have the review. So a polynomial equation is a special kind of algebraic equations where each term is a constant, a variable, or a product of constant, and variables raised to whole number exponent. Okay, so dito madali lang natin ma-identify kung ano ba talaga ang polynomial equations. Okay, so let's have an equation where a sub n x raised to the power of n plus a sub n minus 1 x raised to the power of n minus 1, so on and so forth until we get to a sub 1 of x plus a sub 0 is equal to 0. So this one here is i-analyze natin. Let's try to illustrate this one. Kung ano yung mga parts meron sa polynomial equation that we can turn to polynomial functions. Okay? So first we have a sub n, x sub n, a sub n, a sub 0, and n. So what is a sub n x raised to the power of n? So that is our leading term. So pag sinabi nating leading term, ang pinaka-technique lang dito, ang clue, is don't look on the numbers na meron tayo attached with the x. But you should also look on the exponent. The higher the exponent, siya na kagad yung leading term natin. Okay? I hope that is clear. Okay, a sub n natin is the leading coefficient. So, siyempre, kung sino yung leading term, sa kanya magbe-base yung leading coefficient. So, whether that is positive or negative, regardless of sign na meron tayo, basta nakabase tayo sa highest exponent or the leading term. A sub 0 is, we all know this is constant. Napakadali niyan. And n stands for the exponent. Okay, so I hope madali lang yung topic na yan. So please bear in mind na gawin natin yan. Ano, dapat ma-illustrate natin kagad kung ano yung mga polynomial equation parts. Okay, so let's proceed now. So how to graph the polynomial function? So polynomial function, if we have function of x is equal to x sub 4 minus x sub cube, x cube, sorry, x sub x to the fourth minus x cubed minus 13x squared plus x plus 12. So, paano ba natin i-graph itong polynomial na to, functions? Okay? Simple lang. We will do the process na dapat ninyong tandaan as we go along. By the way, as we go on with this kind of a vlog, makikita nyo kung paano yung pag-graph nito step by step. So I hope everyone should be taking note of how the process itself. Okay, the first one is we have to find the zeros. So what is zeros? Zeros sometimes sa tinatawag namin dito is x coordinates. So let's try to find the x coordinates of this. Okay, in finding the x coordinates, dalawa yan. We can have the long division or synthetic division. So since tayo ay mas madali para sa atin ang paggamit ng synthetic division, so we will going to use synthetic division in order to find the x coordinates of the certain polynomial functions. Okay, so let's have p is equal to 12 and then at our q is 1. Matik yan that p over q natin is positive negative 1, positive negative 3, and positive negative 4. So actually marami pa siyang possible, pero dito lang muna ako umikot kung saan yung mas mababala na possible roots na meron tayo or zeros. Okay, so if I have 1, negative 1, which is x to the fourth 1, di ba? Ang leading coefficient ng x to the fourth is 1. Leading coefficient ng x to the cube is negative 1. So negative 13, and then we have 1, and then we have 12. So since we have the coefficient already, so let's divide this one. I guess this is 1 muna. Let's try the 1. And then ang aim natin dito, kailangan maging 0 ang ating last part, para ma-consider natin na these zeros or the x coordinates. Pag hindi yan naging 0, hindi pa yan ang x coordinates mo. Okay, so bring down 1. 1 times 1 equals 1, negative 1 and 1, 0 na kagad. Okay, 0 multiplied by 1, still 0. 0, negative 13, negative 13. 1 times negative 13, negative 13. 1 minus 1 plus negative 13 is negative 12. Then negative 12 times 1 is negative 12. Ayun, we have zeros over there. So ibig sabihin, the 1 here, yung ating divisor is considered to be one of the x coordinates na meron tayo. Next, let's proceed. Let's continue. Let's have this negative 1. So kung negative 1, you have 1 ulit. 1, negative 1, 0, negative 1, negative 1 pa rin. Negative 1 times negative 1 is positive 1. So therefore, negative 13 is negative 12. And then negative, negative. So positive 12 ito. So therefore, you have your zeros with you. Okay? So since you have this one, madali na natin, pwede natin gawin, we can go continue with synthetic division or let's work with the factorization. Okay, so kasi napakadali lang eh. So x squared minus x minus 12. So alam na natin, focus tayo sa 12. So since ang ating possible roots is 3 and 4, so matik isa dyan ay 3, isa dyan ay 4. So x minus 4 and then x plus 3. Notice why I select x negative 4. Simple-simple lang kasi ang ating middle term which is negative x. So meaning dapat higher ang bigger number compared dun sa smaller number. So negative yan. So negative dapat yung 4. So negative 4 and then x plus 3. Then let's proceed. So again, equate natin to 0. Naging 4 na yan. And at itong sa kabila naman naging negative 3. So we have the x coordinates already of 1, negative 1, negative 3, and 4 na meron tayo. Okay? So after you find the zeros already or the x coordinates, let's try to find the y coordinates. So how to find the y coordinates? We will try to note this one that we should turn all x to 0. Okay? Kailangan lahat ng x dito sa polynomial function na to will turn to 0. So, but since we are looking for y coordinates, the function of x will serve as y once pinalitan na natin ng value ng x. So, function of x is equal to x to the fourth minus x to the cube minus 13x squared plus x plus 12. So, therefore, 0 na daw yan. So, y na siya. Y is equal to 0, 0, 0, 0. So, kung puro 0, 0 yan, alam na natin kaagad na that is 0 lahat. So y is equal to 12. So our coordinates or the y coordinates right now is y is equal to 12. Now, since alam na natin yung ating y coordinates, let's proceed with the next step, finding the other coordinates. Or finding the other coordinates, tinatawag nilang multiplicity, another coordinate. Kasi ang reason kung bakit kailangan natin hanapin yung other coordinates is for us to view directly kung anong klaseng graph ba itong function of x is equal to x to the fourth minus x cubed minus 13x squared plus x plus 12. Kasi kung wala sila, ang tendency, wala lang, mark lang tayo ng mark dun sa ating Cartesian plane. So, hindi natin sila maintindihan kung paano o mag-gets natin. So, we need the other coordinates. So, in finding the other coordinates, we should have, note natin that we use the x coordinates in finding the other coordinates. So, ano ba yung x coordinates natin? Yung kanina sa number 1. Okay? So, you have here. So, 4, 1, negative 1, and negative 3. So, next natin hahanapin, since hahanapin natin yung other coordinates, let's have this one in between. Okay. So, pag nakita mo na yan, gagawa ka ng line na yan, isipin mo kaagad, ano ba yung higher sa 4? So, let's work with 4. Ano higher sa 4? Meaning that is 5. Okay? Ganyan lang kasimple. Okay? Ano ba higher sa 4? You can have 6 if you want, 7 if you want, pero ako I choose yung medyo malapit lang para hindi masyadong komplikado. Okay? Now, the next is 4 and 1. And what is the number between 4 and 1? Actually, dito you can select 3, you can select 2. Pwede yan, kahit ano doon. Pero para sa akin, I select simply 2. Okay? Kasi medyo malapit-lapit tayo. Ayoko naman medyo lumayo. Gusto ko maganda yung graph natin. But you can also select 3. Okay? Ganun din naman ang lalabasan yan. So, ang gitna ng 1 and negative 1 is 0. Kaya lang, ang 0 natin, alam na, sa number 2, find the y coordinate. So, alam na natin that our 0 is 12 already. Okay? So, pwedeng yan na kagad ang ating sagot mamaya. Okay? And then negative 1 and negative 3, of course, that is negative 2. And then yung negative 3, ano pa ba yung pinakamababa sa negative 3? You can select negative 4, negative 5, but ako, I choose negative 4. So since I have this other coordinates, the other x coordinates, ang gagawin ko, hanapin ko lang yung y. Since we are plotting this one in a Cartesian plane, so kakailanganin natin ng y coordinates at the same time. Okay, so paano bang gagawin natin? Okay, gawa kayo ng ganyan. So x ito yung y. Lagay natin yung 5. 2, 0, negative 2, and then negative 4. So yan yung hahanapin natin. So paano natin hahanapin? Simple lang. We have to substitute x. If x is equal to 5, substitute natin sa function na to, which is x to the 4th minus x cubed minus 13x squared plus x plus 12. So let's try to substitute this one. If x is equal to 5, syempre, y na yan, ano? Pag binago na natin. So, y is equal to 5 raised to the power 4 minus 5 raised to the power of cube plus 13 times 5 raised to the power of 2 plus 5 plus 12. So, work na natin. So, therefore, 625, 125, 13 times 25, and then 5 plus 12. So, pagsamahin lang natin yung, parang yes, yung 13 times 25, inulit ko lang, ano? That is 325. So, add na natin, negative, positive. We will proceed with 192. So, the value of y, if x is equal to 5, is 192. Okay? Ganyan lang kasimple. So, sir, lahat po ba yan? Yes. If we want to see what kind of graph is it, so we have to complete these other coordinates para makita natin yung beauty ng graph ng polynomial function na to. Okay, so let's proceed. X is equal to 2. Again, the same process. So y is equal to 2 raised to the power 4. So palitan nyo lang ng 2 lahat yan. And then 2 raised to the power 4 is 16. Sa 2 raised to the power 3 is 8. So yung 13 natin, so 4 yan. So 2 plus 12. So nag-shortcut na ako. So therefore this is 14 and then 13 and then 4. This is 52. Yung 16 minus 8 ko, 8 na yan. So therefore, I have negative 30. So if x is equal to 2, y is negative 30. Okay, let's proceed na. Since alam na natin yung 0, 12, di ba? So yun yung y coordinates natin kanina, which is found in process number 2. Okay, so let's have negative 2. Okay, pag negative 2 naman, okay, ganun process pa rin. Okay, so you see. Dito take note tayo with the sign. Sir, bakit yung negative 2 raised to the power of 4 is 16? Well, negative multiplied by negative and then 4 times, which is even, matik yan na positive kagad. But if negative being multiply in an odd term, ibig sabihin, add yung kanyang exponent, negative ang ating response parate. Please take note of the sign kasi once nagkamali ng sign, hindi mo na kaagad maiko-correct yung mga pagkakamali mo. All throughout, mali na po ito. Okay? So please take note of the sign. So 60, negative, negative, positive na yan. So yung negative 2 times raised to the power of 2, so that is positive 4, and then negative 2, 12, yung negative 2. Notice yung positive negative 2, no? Naging negative 2 na lang kasi matik yan na negative 2. Okay? So therefore, this is 24. So bakit 24? Kasi 16 naging 8 na yun. Positive 8 na, so 24. So yung 13 times 4 ko, alam ko that is negative 52. And then I have negative 2 plus 12. So I have 10. So pagsamahin mo lang yan, matik na yan, you have y is equal to negative 18. So if x is equal to negative 2, therefore our y is negative 18. So let's have the last one which is negative 4. Ganun pa rin ang process, ano? Bilisan lang natin to para ano, kasi paulit-ulit na lang tayo eh. So this is 256 negative, okay? You take note of the sign by the way. Okay, so 320 and then 208 plus 8. Alam na natin that is y is equal to 120. So therefore, if x is equal to negative 4, our y is 120. Now, we understand now the coordinates, the x coordinates, the y coordinates, and the other coordinates. Now, let's try to graph this one sa ating Cartesian plane. Okay, so if you have your graphing paper with you, much better yon. Pero kung wala naman kayong graphing paper, you can use the other paper, normal paper. Gawa-gawa lang kayo ng line. Technique lang dito para maganda yung ating graph is make sure lang na pare-pareho ang distansya ng difference ninyo ng mga coordinates na meron tayo. Okay? Sir, bakit yung y mo 12, 120, and then 192? Then sa baba, negative 18, then negative 30. Well, sinadya ko lang yan kasi sobrang haba ng 120 sa 192. So, dito, pwede kayong gumawa ng style. Pero dito sa x-coordinates natin, hindi ko na binago kasi kailangan ganyan na setup eh. Kasi hindi naman, wala namang sumobra ng 5, wala namang naging 10, wala namang 11, 12. So, yan lang yung aking y-coordinates. Okay? So, yung aking x-coordinates. So, let's proceed now with plotting this polynomial function. So, here, if x is equal to 1, negative 1, negative 3, negative 4, positive 4, and then y natin is equal to 12. So, the first thing we have to do is to mark it down. So, nasan ba yung 1? Ayun, negative 3, minarkahan ko na. Negative 1, minarkahan ko na. 1, minarkahan ko. Tsaka 4, minarkahan ko. At yung y natin, which is equal to 12, mamarkahan din natin yan. So, bakit ba ako naglagay na ganyan? Para yung line ng graph natin mamaya, kailangan dumaan dyan sa mga points na yan. Okay, yan ang technique. Kasi pag hindi dumaan sa points na yan, mali na kagad ang graph mo. So please take note of the graph. Now, yung ating other coordinates kanina, yun yung magbibigay kulay dito sa ating polynomial function. So paano? So since 5 is equal to, if x is 5, y natin is 192. So simple lang yan. Yung 5, ang 192 na sa taas, ayun. Okay. So yung point of intersection nila, yun yung mamarkahan natin. Ayan. So that is 5 and 192. Okay, na-gets? So let's proceed with 2 and negative 30. So 2, ayun. So yung negative 30 natin, ayan. So markahan natin, yun na siya. So you have 2 and negative 30. Since yung 0 and 12 na markahan na natin kanina, since y coordinates, huwag na natin atupagin yan. Okay. So let's proceed with negative 2. So kung negative 2 and then negative 18, so pababa. So negative 2 and then negative 18, nag-intersection. So, matik na yan. Ayan yung ating point of intersection. So, this is negative 2 and negative 18. And the last, negative 4 and 120. Again, mark ulit natin. So, yan yung negative 4 and 120. So, ganyan lang kasimple. So, the next step is to connect the dots. So, paano ba i-connect yung dots? Connect lang natin yan. Yan. So, ganyan na yung forma natin. Ito na mismo yung parabola ng polynomial function. Okay? So, yan siya mismo ay function of x is equal to x to the fourth minus x cubed plus minus 13x squared plus x plus 12. So ganyan lang ang pag-graph ng polynomial function. I hope you understand this. Okay? So let's proceed with the other problem. Okay? So kung kaya ninyong sumunod, kung kaya niyo akong sundan, much better. Pero kung hindi, pakinggan lang ito para mahasa kayo. Okay, find the zeros. Okay, P of 30. Okay, gaya na sinabi ko, maliliit lang nilagay ko. No? I can put 6 if I want to, pero wag na kasi sabi ko, maliliit lang eh. Okay, so 1 nilagay ko dyan, 6. Then negative 1, negative 30. So ang nilagay ko muna dito ay 2. Hindi ko ginamit yung 1. Okay, so 2 natin. So 1. 1 times 2, 2. 6 plus 2, 8. 8 times 2, 16. Negative 1, 16 is 15. 15 times 2, we have 30. Therefore, we have 0. Okay? If we continue pa rin this process, so negative 3, I try negative 3. So you have 1 here, negative 3. 1 times negative 3, negative 3. 8 minus 3, we have 5. 5 times negative 3 is negative 15. 15 and then negative 15, that is 0. So matik na yan, 1 and then 5, that is x plus 5. Equate natin to 0, that is x plus 5 is equal to 0 and x is equal to negative 5. Now we have the x coordinates. We have 2, negative 3, and then negative 5. Now let's try to find the step 2, y coordinates. Napakadali lang ng y coordinates, gawin mo lang 0. Or ang technique ito, pag sinabing y coordinates, kung ano yung constant, yun na yun. Ganun lang kasimple. Huwag ka nang mag-solve. Okay? Para makaiwas din tayo sa sobrang dami ng tinta ng ballpen na ginagawa mo. So kung ano yung constant, yun na mismo yung y coordinates. Pero since of the sake of the vlog, kailangan natin pakita. So ganyan yun. Okay? So yung notice negative 30 pa rin. No? Kasi nga, yun lang yung constant na meron tayo. So y is equal to negative 30. Now let's proceed with the other coordinates. Again, we use the x coordinates to locate the other coordinates. So, find the other coordinates. So, in between nila. So, mas malaki sa 2, we have 3. Okay, again, you can select 4, 5. It's up to you. Okay? Sa 2 and negative 3, pwede natin maglagay tayo ng negative 1 sa gitna. Mas maganda kasi yung gitnang-gitna talaga eh, para mas madali ninyong makita. And negative 3 and negative 5 is negative 4. And then, mas mababa pa sa negative 5, we have negative 6. Now, we see the other coordinates. Let's find the y. So, yun yung x coordinates natin. Other x coordinates. So, we have y, x natin. Okay. Negative 4 and then negative 6. So, y, x natin is equal to negative 3. Again, y. Okay, ganyan lang ha. Take note of that. So, 27 plus 54 minus 33. Okay, negative 3, negative 30, negative 33. So we have positive 48. So if x is equal to 3, y is equal to 48. Let's have negative 1. Negative 1. Okay, mas madali lang to kasi negative 1. But take note ha, yung ating sign na mag-ingat po tayo. So pag add yung exponent, negative pa rin ang response niyan. So negative 1, positive na yon. Nag-positive na siya. So positive 1 minus 30, kaya naging 29 na yan. Negative 29. So y is equal to negative 24. So if x is equal to negative 1, y is negative 24. Let's proceed again. If x is equal to negative 4, so again, take note of the sign ha. Negative 4 natin. So 4 times 4, 16 times 4, 64 yan. So we have 4 times 4, 16. 16 natin times natin sa 6, that is 96. So, positive na yan. So, positive 4 minus 30, negative 26. So, if x is equal to negative 4, therefore y is 6. Again, continue tayo. If x is equal to negative 6, ganun pa rin ang process. So, negative, no, so that is negative 216, positive 216. If you notice, this is actually the same. So, 0 na to. So, y is equal to negative 24. So, if x is equal to negative 6, y is equal to negative 24. Now, since nakompleto na natin, let's put this one into graph. Okay, so ganyan lang. Ganyan lang kasimple. So, let's try to this one. 2, negative 3, negative 5. Markahan na natin. So, 2, negative 3, negative 5. Ayan, para mabilis. Y natin is negative 30. So dun sa baba ang marka. Ayan. There you go. And the other coordinates 3 and 48. So saan yung 3 and 48? So 3, 48. And then markahan natin. Okay? So that is 3 and 48. Next, other coordinates, negative 1 daw. Kung may negative 1, dapat meron tayong negative 24. So negative 1, ayun, negative 24. Markahan din natin yan. Okay, next tayo. Negative 1, negative 24. Other coordinates, we have negative 4, 6. So negative 4 tsaka 6, ayun siya. Coordinates ulit natin siya. Okay? Pag nahasa kayo, pwedeng wala ng ganito. Ano? Pero if you're using graphing paper, mas madali. You don't need to, you don't need to make this one an imaginary line dito. Madali nyo na kagad mako-connect yun eh. Okay? So negative 4 and then 6. And then last, we have negative 6 is negative 24. So ayun, there you go. Okay. So paano ba natin isa-set ang graph? So pagko-connect niyan is simple-simple lang paganyan lang ang connect natin. Okay? Pag ang graph nasa baba, so you start with the line, pataas tayo. Pero pag ang ating dots or coordinates na taas, so pababa, going downward ang ano natin. So yan yung ating y, or the function of x is equal to x cubed plus 6x squared minus x minus 30. Okay? So let's proceed. Another problem ulit. Oh, negative naman to. So 72, okay, bibilisan na natin para mabilis lang ano. Balik-balikan nyo lang to para hindi nyo naiintindihan ano. Okay, so I have here negative 1, positive 12, negative 41, positive 18, and then positive 72. So if I have negative 1 here, baba natin negative 1. Negative times negative is positive 1. 12 plus 1, 13. 13 times negative 1, negative 13. 41, and then 13, that is negative 54. So negative, positive, negative, negative, positive na yan. So positive 54. So 18 plus 54, you have 72. So 72 times negative 1, you have negative 72. Therefore, you have 0. Okay? So let's proceed. Again, bring down natin yung negative 1. 3 times negative 1, negative 3. 13 minus 3, 10. Okay? 3 times 10, 30. 54 minus 30 is negative 24. Negative 24 times 3, we have negative 72, kaya yan 0. Okay? Let's proceed tayo. Negative 1, 10, negative 24. Okay? Tuloy lang. 4 natin. Try natin ng 4. Mayroon palang 4. Hindi ko na ilagay doon. Okay? So let's have this one. Negative 1, negative 4. Okay? You have 6. 4 times 6, you have 24 already. So 24, 0. So negative x plus 6. And then negative x, equate natin to 0. Notice negative 6, naging positive na siya. Bakit? Kasi negative, negative is positive na already. Okay? So ganyan lang po kasimple. So ang ating x coordinates are 6, 4, 3, and negative 1. Okay, so let's proceed with y coordinates. Again, y coordinates, ano dapat yan? Pinakasimple, constant. Okay, kung ano yung constant, yun yung y coordinates natin. Kasi we turn all of x to 0 kasi sabi. Alright, so y, ganyan na kasimple. Y is equal to 72. Okay, let's try to find now the other coordinates. Again, the use of the x coordinates na kinuha natin sa process number 1. So lagay tayo in between them para makita natin. So higher than 6, so we have 7. In between 6 and 4, we have 5. In between 4 and 3, that is 3.5. Okay? May mga instances sa ganito talaga eh. 3.5 ang lumalabas. And then 3 and negative 1, we can have 1 with them. And then negative 1, lower than negative 1 is negative 2. Okay? So let's have the x coordinates now already. 7, 5, 3.5, 1, and negative 2. So, if x is equal to 7, okay, palitan natin. Okay, substitute lang natin. Wala namang problema pagdating sa positive kasi hindi tayo affected dun sa exponential natin. Eh. So, kahit anong magiging sagot dyan, positive pa rin. So, negative 2401. Please take note pala sa pag-use ng calculator dito at please take note po talaga. Okay, so 12, 343, 41 times 49, 18 times 7. So, ganun pa rin. So 4,116, 209, 126, and then 72. Sagot natin is y is equal to negative 96. So if x is equal to 7, y is equal to 96. Okay, so let's have 5. If x equal to 5, so yan yung ating point natin, substitute. Okay, so that is 625 times 12 times 125 minus 41 times 25 plus 90 kasi 18 times 5 plus 70. So negative 625 plus 12 times 125, that is 1,500. And then 41 times 25, we have 1,025 plus 162. Okay, so we have now 12. So if x is equal to 5, y is equal to 12. 3.5. Okay. If you can't use this, kung nahihirapan kayo in manual, so you can use your calculator here. Okay, para mabilis lang. Lalo na pag if you're using scientific calculator, much better yan. Okay, so 3.5. Take note nilagay ko muna lahat kasi mamaya ako mag-arrange eh. Wag kayong ito lang para sa akin, it's my point of view, na wag kayo kagad mag-round off kasi baka mamaya makita natin kung ano pa yung dapat adjust natin. Plain at is, kung ano yung lumabas, plain at is, and then saka na tayo mag-round off if we are done the process already. So therefore, this is negative 2.8125. Saka pa mag-round off dito. So therefore, you have negative 2.8. Okay? Para mabigyan natin justification lang yung 3.5. So if x is equal to 3.5, y is negative 2.8. So 1 natin. Oops, yes, there is. Okay. So madali lang to, 1 lang eh. Diba? So negative 1, 12, negative 41, 18. Simple lang. If x is equal to 1, y is equal to 60. And then last, negative 2. Okay, take note of the sign positive pag even, negative pag add. So itong negative 2 natin raised to power 4, positive 4 na yan. Ito naman negative 2 raised to power 3, negative 8 yan. Okay, so positive, negative na yan. So okay, ganyan po yan setup natin. Ganyan lang kasimple. Pinagsama ko na pala itong 41, yung 36, 72, yung 64 natin kasi 4 times 4, 164 kasi yun. Okay, pinagsama ko na yung 18 times negative 2, that is negative 36, plus 72, that is 36 pa rin naman. Okay, so y is equal to negative 52. If we have x is equal to negative 2, y is equal to negative 52. Okay. So let's try to graph. Again, 643, negative 1. So markahan muna natin 643, negative 1. Y natin is 72. Taas, lagay natin. Alam na natin dadaanan dapat lahat yan. Okay, if x is equal to 7, y is negative 96. So baba. Ayun, dun siya naka-located. Wala na akong imaginary kasi tinansya ko na eh. Okay? So next tayo 5 and then 12. So 5 and 12, there you are. So that is your 5 and 12. Next is 3.5 and then negative 2.8. So if you notice, nandun ako sa gitna ng 3 tsaka 4. So meron akong gitna, meron akong bar na nakalagay dyan. So pababa lang yan. So tinansya ko lang sa negative 2.8. Okay? And then if I have 1, 60. So 1 natin. Positive, dun sa taas. Okay? Last, negative 2. And then negative 52. So, syempre, dyan ako sa part na yan. And then marking sa. So, once kompleto na yung mga dots, let's connect the dots by simply draw a line. So, nag-draw line na ako. Yan. So, that is the graph of function of x is equal to negative x raised to power 4 plus 12x cubed minus 41x squared plus 18x plus 72. Okay? Last tayo with the, I guess this is the last graph na meron tayo. Function pala. So find the zeros. P24, U1. So ganyan lang muna ang ginawa ko. So I got there negative 1, negative 3, 10, 24. So bring down natin yung 1. I choose negative 2 kagad. So, negative 1, positive 2, negative 1, yan. Positive 2 ulit. 10 plus 2, 12. 12 times negative I have negative 24. So 24, negative 24, 0. So again, another number, 3. Baba tayo. So I have negative 1, negative 3, negative 4, I mean, sorry. Negative 1, negative 3, since pareho ng sign, so we add negative 4. 4 times negative 3, negative 4 times 3, sorry, nabubulol na ako. Sorry. So negative 4 times 3, we have negative 12, so I have 0 here. Okay, so negative x, negative 4, equate natin to 0. Therefore, this is positive 4. Tanggalin natin yung negative, magiging x is equal to negative 4. So, our x coordinates are 3, negative 2, and negative 4. Let's try to find the y coordinates. Alam na natin that is 24. Okay, so 0, 24 yan. Okay, next tayo. Other coordinates, simple lang. In between of them, lagay tayo ng line there. Yan. So 3, higher than 3 is 4. In between 3 and negative 2, I guess that is 1. And then negative 2, negative 4, alam nyo na yan. In between yan, negative 3. At syempre, lowest na negative 4 is negative 5. Okay, so let's try to have x and y. So 4, 1, negative 3, negative 5. Let's try to find the y coordinates. If x is equal to 4, ayan na. So y is equal to, ganyan na po. So if you notice negative 64 plus 64, we can easily cancel that one and then y is equal to negative 48. Ayan na yan. Okay, next, x is equal to 1. Okay, substitute natin. Madali lang talaga pag 1 kasi mabilis eh. So 3 and then 1. Negative 1, negative 3 plus 34 kasi nag-add tayo ng 10 plus 24 there. So we have y is equal to 30 if x is equal to 1. And then negative 3. Okay. So x natin, negative, negative. So negative 20. Take note bakit naging positive 27? Because negative 3 raised to the power of 3, that is negative 27. But since we have negative side outside, so negative times negative is positive already. Okay, take note of that. Dito naman sa isa, 3 squared, a negative 3 raised to the power of 2. So that is positive 9. So since we have negative 3, kaya naging negative 27. Okay? And then ito naman negative 30, ang 10 times negative 3, plus 24, we have negative 6. So alam na natin na sagot is y is equal to negative 6. So pag negative 5, ganun pa rin. So positive, okay, negative, 125 na to, no? It's still the same process pa rin kanina. Okay, so negative 50, y is equal to 24. So 24. Now let's try to graph. Okay. So 3, negative 2, negative 4. Okay, nilagyan ko na kagad. Ang y natin 24, lagay kagad ng dot. So take note na lahat yan ay dadaanan ng ating line. And then if we have 4, we have negative 48. So sa baba siya. Doon, there you are. So that is 4 and negative 48. Next natin, if we have 1, dapat meron tayong 30. So dun sa taas, ayan. So that is 1 of 30. And then next, negative 3. Okay, locate negative 3 of x. And then negative 6. So, dyan lang siya. Right. And the last, we have negative 5 and then positive 24. So, connect lang natin doon. Ayun siya. So, negative 5 and 24. So, nakompleto nating line. It's time for us to grab this one. Graph. Ayan, there you are. So, that is the graph of function of x equals to negative x cubed plus 3 and minus 3x squared plus 10x plus 24. Okay? So, I hope you learned something for today. Gaya ng sinasabi ko nung first quarter natin, pag hindi naintindihan, repeat lang natin ito. Watch natin, tingnan natin, paulit-ulit. Okay, walang problema yon kasi unlimited naman tayo once you download the video. Ano? And also, try to listen from some techniques katulad yung kanina pag sinabi kong y coordinates o alam nyo na kagad, constant, yun na kagad ang y coordinates nyo. Okay, if we let x turns to 0. Okay, and also, try it. Hindi lang porket na paulit-ulit, napakinggan, napanood, pero hanggat di mo sinusubukan, walang application sa sarili mo, hindi pa rin papasok ang retention para sa iyo. Okay? So I hope you like the video, please like and subscribe. And syempre, mas maganda na yung pag may alam ka, ituro mo rin sa kapwa mo para makatulong din sa iba. Okay, so that's all for today. God bless everyone and I hope to see you on my next vlog.